Okay, my name is Clark Easter, and I'm a Lieutenant Colonel retired from the United States Army.
My name's Tris Groom. I'm a first lieutenant.
My name is Daryl Dean. My rank is Sergeant Major. I was in the Army 25 years, 1 month, and 27 days.
My name is James Phillips. I joined the military in 1992 and served 5 years. I got out in 97. I got out with an honorable discharge as an E4 specialist.
My name is Bill Remo. My rank is a second lieutenant.
Okay, my name is Phil Wesson, and I was in the United States Navy, and I was in there for 6 years, and when I got out, I was Petty Officer Second Class.
I'm Nikki Malden Dillard.
And what do you do here?
I teach high school resource math.
All right. What branch of service were you in?
I was in the U.S. Army Reserves, and then I went active duty and was U.S. Army Regular Army active duty.
Patrick Rowe, Corporal, United States Marine Corps.
And the service means to me is accomplishing something bigger than myself. If I protect our country, I'm protecting my family. If I protect my country, I protect my friends. So it's a matter of protecting our country protects all of us, and that allows us to achieve a greater greatness for the greater good, and honors the glory of God when we do that.
It's something I did, and I'm proud of it, and I hope somehow, some way it made a difference somewhere, but you just never know.
My great-grandfather, father, daughter now, and probably youngest son. It's just like it gives us the patriotism and the pride to be American and what it takes. And I always admired and loved the fact that my family served, so I wanted to be part of it.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed serving my country. It meant a lot as far as the ability to travel, the ability to get an education, the training, and just getting to travel was probably the most important thing that I really enjoyed the most.
It's just the connections I made while I was there, lifelong friends, especially with social media today, the way it connects everybody. So,
At the time, it meant that I had a way to have a new life, to get away from school. I joined straight out of high school, and in fact, I didn't tell anybody in my family. So I ran away from home, joined the Navy, and to see the world, and also just to grow up a little bit. And that's the main reason I joined the Navy, go out and find my own way.
I joined to do my part for the United States. I'm really patriotic, and I didn't join for college money or anything like that. I just wanted to do my part.
And do you have a specific memory that kind of sticks out to you?
Traveling overseas, living overseas, and getting to work at the National Security Agency as my last duty station.
Okay, definitely the most monumental moment was I got selected for flight crew duty, and it was during the Vietnam War, and going into a war zone meant that we had to be prepared for that. So among other things, I was pulled out of the ocean in a helicopter to make sure I could do that. I was dropped into the ocean with a parachute that would drag me through the water to make sure I could get out of a parachute and not be drowned. And the most extensive thing happened was when I was in POW training, and I was waterboarded at the age of 19 years and 2 months. So definitely it was a turning point in my life, but I definitely passed everything, and it made you realize just the seriousness of what we were about when we were doing missions in a war zone area.
The people that you work with every day when you deploy to combat, the soldiers that you worked with daily was the reason I kept doing it. And that's, it's something special, those guys and gals.
probably the thing that sticks out the most from my service is, being in the Marine Corps, we traveled all over the world, Thailand, Australia, the Middle East, you name it. I've got to see a lot of the world and see what poverty really looks like, and also what beauty really looks like. So it's just a wonderful experience to have that.
I remembered a field training exercise where we were all camoed up and out in the woods for a couple of weeks. And, you know, it was no shower, no luxury, no growth. And it sucked. I hated it, every minute of it. But after the fact, I mean, long after, I remembered, dang, these people in active war really had it so bad, you know, and here I am complaining about some little 2-week whatever. To me, that was horrific. I can't imagine what it was to be in a war, like my father and my grandfather, World War II, Vietnam, et cetera, where you actually saw actual battle and people shooting and just...
Get educated. Equipment in the military costs $10 million. They don't give it to dummies. Not saying I'm smart.
And physically and mentally. Be mentally prepared because you're not going to be protected mentally. They are going to hammer you. They're going to talk to you. People are going to talk to you they're not going to be nice to you. It's not that they're mean, it's just that they're professional. And if something's wrong, they're going to say it. Be educationally proficient. The majority of the people in our country right now seem to believe that if you can't do anything else, you join the military. The military is the most educated group of people in any organization in our country. They're most physically fit people in our country. So you got to be physically fit, mentally fit, and educationally fit. And if you're not educationally fit and mentally strong to be able to handle the pressures, because there are pressures people die and live and die based upon our decisions. And it's an everyday decision when you're going through these. And so you've got to be mentally prepared, physically prepared, and educationally prepared, because you don't, like for my instance, you don't fly 5 separate helicopters, you don't fly fixed wing aircraft. They're not going to give you access to an $18 million aircraft to either work on it or fly it unless you're not educationally proficient.
Keep your mouth shut. Most of the trouble people got into in the military, especially in basic training, was they just ran their mouth all the time. And you have to be friends with the people that you know, because to some degree your drill sergeants are the enemy, and so your friends are your people that you're in your room with and who you bunk with, and so you got to be friends with those people. And a lot of times, the guys I saw that did not have friends were just ones that could not shut up. So keep your mouth shut.
There's some themes. My tolerance for stupidity is really low. And at home, I like all my clothes, dress right dress. I like right angles now. I'm self-disciplined. I don't have to be told to do stuff. I expect other people to be the same way. So it really shaped me in a really positive way.